Hey guys, Donald here, ARCRVA. I've got news, I've got updates. Yes, we're getting Ryzen. Now, here's the catches though. By the time we get the stuff in for Ryzen, we're gonna see a lot of benchmarks coming out getting released. Uh, the processors are getting released this week on the 2nd. So hopefully, I'll have our processor here for the channel and very, very quickly. That being said, um, here's the catch 22. Uh, there are some people that need to be thanked for this. First and foremost, because I got a couple of spiels I want to go on about in regards to, oh, this and that, Intel this, Intel that, AMD this, Intel that, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Look, guys, I'm turning 31 this year. I've been around this Intel AMD crap for well over a decade. This stuff is normal, and I'll explain why. But for the thank yous, first thank you is going out to the person who actually made this video for Ryzen possible. Um, to David Montgomery, thank you. Without you helping us, we would not have been able to do a complete and utter is it worth it video for Ryzen. The next person is the person that supplied us with a solid state drive. Her name is Rachel. Actually, I know her quite well, another close friend of ours. She's actually loaning us her solid state drive from her laptop. We're actually currently working on a new laptop for them as we speak. Because when we actually got their laptop over here, we started doing the imaging, bad things happen. It's a Windows 8.1 issue, plus 10, plus all this other stuff. Important things were missing from the drive. We don't know why. But she's been kind enough to loan us her 480 gig Kronos drive from Mushkin. It's actually just a larger version of my 240s that I had that were replaced by the 250 gig reactors. Also, a thank you to my wife, Catherine. The reason being is, if it wasn't for a guy named Britt on our Facebook group pointing this one out to me in private by calling me a dumbass. Yes, he did. We discovered almost immediately after we made the orders and everything, the processor that I ordered didn't have a heatsink. I forgot to look, and I make mistakes. So thank you to my wife as well. We've got an all-in-one cooler coming in. That should actually get here either this week or next week, along with the RAM, the processor, the AIO cooler. We're going to be using a Corsair CX750M semi-modular power supply. Why? Because I have 3. I have one not in use. I don't know where it's sitting right now. I do know where it's sitting. I'm looking at it from where I'm sitting. It's kind of hidden. But guys, those of you that have either put money forth to help make our Ryzen versus Intel video for the consumers possible, I thank you. You guys have no idea. Some of you do, some of you don't. But you guys have no idea how much that actually means to me. As I've said in the welcome to the channel video, guys, I really want to be able to do the YouTube stuff full time. I really do. However, I do love my job that you kind of see back here behind me. Um, the reason being, if I'm not doing something, I'm kind of driving everybody else batshit crazy. Ask them. Just ask them. That being said, we are putting some stuff together for Michigan to get emailed out to them. I've been working on that for the last couple of days. The reason being is I've honestly, for 2 days, I have had time to sit down, take a breather before work, and actually sit down and work on something. Um, Wait a minute. I just have some fresh and exciting new news that we're going to put in the video. Oh, yes! Thank you, WCCF Tech, for your news and updating it as fast as you do. Let me look and see when this article came out. This article actually came out 4 hours ago. Yes! Um, just because I can, and because I'm actually making this video right now, I'm actually going to post this on our Facebook group here. And guys, I put the descriptions down there for you. I put links. We've got Twitter. We've got Discord. Although I haven't been on the Discord lately because of work, getting stuff ready for projects and everything else. Yes, you always see car parts behind me. Oh well. Now, for those of you that are following along during this video, because it is recorded, I just posted, because we are done with the thank yous, AMD Ryzen 1700X beats the Core i7 7700K in single thread and Core i6950X in multi-thread performance benchmarks. People, Intel has a problem. And just to prove it to you, there we go. Now, those of you that aren't aware, there's only one 10-core Intel chip out. And y'all know it's a Broadwell. But AMD Ryzen 7 8-core beats the Intel's 10-core multi-threaded tests faster than Kaby Lake in a single-thread benchmark. It beats the 7700K in single-thread CPU performance benchmark. Let's look at these. Guys, I really need to see these. They're barely beating them. Barely. But they are beating them. This is the single thread side here. And on single thread, the 7700K, this IPC increase, this isn't exactly 52% increase compared to this. Again, I have been told that, you know, they are basing this off of either Skylake or Kaby Lake. It's one of the two. I'm actually going to find out right now. see here. Uh, it was KB Lake. So if there's a 52% increase, this isn't no 52%. I mean, that it's 52% from here, if not more. But from here to here, that's not 52%. But that's okay. It's winning. So let's go down here to the multi-thread. Holy hell. Wow. That's an increase. Ladies and gentlemen, that is an increase right there, if I ever saw one. That is wow. That is 16 plus threads. See, that just makes Ryzen that makes me happy. Because our video was actually going to be about, is it really going to beat it on a per core basis? WCCF Tech, thank you for actually doing something and taking it away from me. Because apparently they do have their hands on some really nice stuff, as you can see here. You know, I don't have my hands on a KB. I don't have my hands on a 10 core Intel. Um, you know, guys, this is going to be some insane. Forget insane. Oh, we even have a new processor being put out here. The Ryzen 7 1800 Pro. The base clocks have yet to be determined, as well as the boost clock, but it's going to be another 8-core, 16-thread. Only it's going to be 449 at 95 watts. That's wow. That's kind of nice. Oh, and they finally released the price for the Ryzen 7 Pro 1700. Now, here's what. This is what kind of has me. The Ryzen 1700 is 3 gigahertz base, 3.7 boost at 329. The Ryzen Pro 1700, what are they going to make that, guys? My 4460 starts out at 3.2. I mean, I would think the Pro one should, honestly, I think the Pro should fall somewhere between the 1700 and the 1700X. That's my opinion. I don't know what AMD's going to do here. Have it have a base clock of 3.2 or X, and then so on and so forth. But it's going to be like $299. Jeez. They're going to launch on the 2nd of March. Yes, we know that. But when are they going to launch the Ryzen 7 Pro 18 and the Ryzen 7 Pro 17? Okay. We really need to just keep an eye out at this point, guys. I mean, this is getting interesting. And I've been telling my friends, I'm like, guys, look, this shit's gonna get interesting. It's gonna get interesting. It really is. And it has. It really has at this point. I mean, I expected a fight to the finish. Good job, AMD. I applaud you. I think I can actually be proud of you again. We're going to find out for ourselves when I get our Ryzen chip in. But I think I can officially applaud you. Um, you guys have done really well. Now, to another little rant. Intel, knock your shit off. Yes, I'm cussing in this video more than y'all have ever heard me do it. And I do apologize to anybody that watches it and is slightly offended by it. But this stuff right here, Intel, I'm tired of. Let me give you guys an example. Here's why we're going Ryzen. Okay? Jim Keller's the designer, lead designer, architect on the chip. Okay? If you don't know who he is, look him up. He was there designing the K7 and K8 series. He was actually a lead on the K8. The K8 and the K7 whipped AMD's butt and mopped them across the floor. The K7 and K8, AMD took Intel and mopped them across the floor. Flat out. Done. When you all hear me talk highly of AMD, I'm talking the AMD Phenom and Athlon 2's line series. When you hear me talk highly of AMD, you hear me talking about, and I still have it, my AMD Athlon XP 3200 Barton core, which actually sits right over here near me. That's when you hear me talk highly of AMD. Why? Because AMD had it done right then. They screwed up with Bulldozer. They really did. They shot themselves in the foot. They pretty much torpedoed themselves and sunk their own ship. We'll get into all of that on a later date, if I already haven't, but they sunk their own ship with Bulldozer. So any of the FX line that's AM3 Plus, that's a Bulldozer. Even though it says Vishera and all this other stuff, it's a Bulldozer. It follows that same family architecture. What Jim went in, and I'm just going to give you guys an idea because I've actually seen the schematics and everything of Ryzen. When I saw the schematic, I knew to get Ryzen. Okay? Here's why. Each core has its own floating point. That's mistake number one with Bulldozer. They shared it. Okay? It doesn't matter about IPCs at that point. When you're sharing something that an instruction set has to go in and out of, and you go beyond the amount of floating points you have, you're at that point crippled. With Ryzen, each one has its own floating point again. Which, Jim, thank you. You are a designer of many proportions, sir. And thank you, AMD, for bringing the man back in to do it. Thank you. We've also got a 52% IPC increase, as we did discuss with this article here. We did discuss it. That being said, I've been telling everybody, look, Ryzen looks like it might be interesting. It's gonna be fun and interesting. Well, it just got interesting to the 50th degree at this point. Um, that being said, you guys have fun today. Like the video if you like it, hate it if you hate it. Please remember, share, subscribe, and everything else. We want to do a giveaway soon, but we gotta hit 1,000+ subscribers, guys. I'm going to post the link in the Facebook group. You guys know that I normally put these links down in the description for everybody to see the world and everything else. And I hope to see you guys later this week. Have fun. Take care of yourselves. And keep an eye on the news. This is honestly, Ryzen's getting interesting at this point. It's not even funny anymore, actually. It's hilarious! Um, but I'm going to sit here. I'm going to enjoy some really good articles. So, have fun, guys. And remember, we want to get more subscribers into the channel. So, if you guys got an idea to do it, hit me up on the Facebook group. Hit me up on Twitter. Guys, if you're in the Facebook group, you can send me a message. It's not that hard. So, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and, drop some remarks in the comments below, But I always put the descriptions for the Facebook group, the Twitter page, and Discord in the video link description below. So, guys, come on, let's get some more subscribers in here. If I see a nice increase, we might do a giveaway by the time of the Ryzen video. I don't know yet. So let's try and get more people subscribing, and let's see what happens. Y'all have fun now. And this is Don from ARCRVA. Peace out. And I can't speak tonight. Or today. Wow. I need to go get some more coffee, guys.